we should be good to get going. Okay, well, welcome back to YouTube channel. Yeah, what is this, right? So, for the first time in a little while, I'm getting back into YouTube game for my second live. Had any the first time. I think we're gonna do some OU tonight, so hopefully this should be good. This is a team that I've kind of peaked with, but is still worth using in my opinion. It's a fun little team built around SD Substitute Terrakion. Terrakion as a whole is one of my favorite mons. Basically, whenever I've used it, I didn't use it very much in auras, but I didn't really understand OU in auras. There's that. So yeah, we can just take a look at this team real fast. So we have the aforementioned UU team there I'll be using at some point. Filter by the OU. Here we are. So we got good old SD Substitute Terrakion. I like this because with Substitute, it's able to sub up on a good number of things. Substitute can also be used as kind of like a low risk prediction maneuver. So against like a Lando T or something like that, expecting them to try to get rocks up or to U-turn out, try to get momentum, you can sub up on that, and then they're put in a little bit more compromising position. If I can get to +2 Continental Crush can take out Toxapex from full. So I think that's the one main thing, but it does just a really nice job of chunking things down in general. I like this thing early game, and then I like Medicham late game. We got Rotom-wash in here. In the current metagame, I just like it because with Landorus being so ubiquitous, did I use that correctly? Hopefully. This thing can Volt switch out on it almost every single time and start to build momentum and then bring in the heavy hitters. We got specially defensive Jirachi, kind of a black-white set right here. I like Icy Wind because Icy Wind plus Iron Head, fun little bit of utility right there. Rocks, I actually find it to be a pretty reliable rock setter. Icy Wind is for luring and stuff like Landorus T. Nice stuff, good stuff, good stuff. U-turn for momentum, and then Iron Head because Iron Head. We got Scarfchomp, which kind of goes nicely with Medicham and Terrakion. Like, if these things can weaken the flying resist, things like Landorus T that like to switch in, late game, that means that Garchomp does a really nice job of cleaning up. We have Rock Slide on this thing to make sure that Volcarona doesn't 6-0 us, and we also have Flamethrower, which might seem really weird, but I like it because it beats Kartana, and Kartana is a big problem for this team, as well as kind of being able to snipe things like Ferrothorn and Scizor, so we'll see. And then last but not least, we've got Tapu Fini. So just defensive Tapu Fini. I put HP Fire on this. Calm Mind might be an option. I like this again because you lure in stuff like Scizor, Ferrothorn, stuff like that. But we'll see. This thing is my best, the closest thing I have to a Zygarde answer. Running enough speed on this to like outrun the speed creep with whatever, and can also outspeed zero speed Landorus T. So there you go. So yeah, I've gotten as high as 1749 with this team. I've fallen back a bit as I've tried to test with some stuff, but hopefully we can get some good games here. And let's hop into this. Alright, I'm a main account. Good old the H-bomb, which you aren't really seeing right now, as my mug is covering it up. Oh, I got a good amount of water left, so we got a Coco squad, really weak to Coco, really weak to Zygarde, so let's do this. Worth noting that Gigavolt Havoc can Oko Jirachi, so from Coco, that's a problem. So he leads Scarm. This might be just like a Custap lead, something like this. I'm thinking maybe Pump here might be the play. I'll Pump, as he does just get his rocks up. Does not put him in Custap range, which is nice. Now we can just Volt out, as he does just get a Spike down. So, looks like it was that kind of lead. I'll go Jirachi right here just to kind of test the water, see what he wants to do. It's looking like that might be Scarfchomp. Or, I'm sorry, not Scarfchomp, Scarflando. If that's banded, Zygarde, definitely a problem. Definitely a problem. Yeah, I'm trying to see how we can do this here. It might also be SD... Rockium or Flyinium, something like this. So he goes Greninja, which is a bit odd for me. I'm just going to U-turn here. So he just does Dark Pulse. We are able to tank it. Hopefully we are able to get this U-turn off, which is nice, which means that we can go into Tapu Fini, and now we can kind of safely defog. So now it's just a matter of being able to take out this this Landorus, and then Scarfchomp looking pretty good late game. he does just opt to Dark Pulse again, which is a little interesting, actually. I don't expect him to stay in right here, but to what does he go into is the question. Moonblast is pretty safe regardless, as he does just opt to just kind of sack off Greninja just to wear down Tapu Fini. Interesting. And definitely something that I'll take. My team is quite weak to it, per se. Okay, what do we do here? So against this thing, let's go Rotom. Rotom doesn't do a whole lot at this point. Well, maybe it does. Definitely an interesting play. I think that I can still eat one Zygarde, Banded Thousand Arrows. I think it does like 40 something to this. But then again, I do have Medicham. So, what is the play? I think I'm just gonna go for just go for a Moonblast here. As he goes for the screen. Interesting. Well, I didn't see that coming. I'm not gonna lie. So I think maybe I'm sure he still has Dazzling Gleam, right? He's got to. I'll go Rotom here actually. Okay, so he goes for the taunt. Okay. Very interesting. So he goes for the reflect here now. Okay. Okay. So that last move's gotta be an electric type attack, right? Dual screens Coco. I never see that. I'm gonna double out into Rotom right here, expecting Lando. As he goes for Nature's Madness instead. This isn't such a bad thing, actually, because yeah, not such a bad thing at all. So he goes for the taunt right here, which means we can get rocks up, which is very good news. Assuming that this is whatever it's called, very interesting Coco set. Although I'd be remiss in saying that I'm not necessarily sad that I'm seeing it like this. Okay, so this isn't such a bad thing. What we're going to do here is going to go for Icy Wind. And we can kind of just spam Icy Wind at this point until we're faster. Because what's he going to do? You know, just kind of chip us down with this. So he goes for Taunt again, which is interesting. So now I think rocks get up. Because they should be faster at this point. Yeah, definitely. Okay, and his screens ran out, so that's nice. Cool. So at this point, I feel like I can just spam Iron Head. Yeah, I don't know. He, definitely kind of weird how this all shook out with this. So, as long as we don't kind of, as we can get one flinch, we do get that one flinch that we need. Perfect. So what's the best thing to go into here is the question. I'll actually just Iron Head again. Yeah, that seems okay. Goes into Landorus right here. I'm fine with losing this thing at this point. I just don't want him setting up on me. So he does just go for the substitute. Hopefully this breaks. Yeah, thankfully it does. A little bit spooky there, let me tell you. Icy Wind again. So it looks like he's probably max speed, but since the screen is not up, Jirachi him then? This is an interesting move for me here. I could either go into track and just go for the Continental Crush, which I think will knock out, or we can just sit here for a few minutes and wait for him to forfeit. Not bad, not bad, not bad. All right, so good first game there, good first game. We'll see. Maybe I'll get like 3 games in 4 or something like that. Here, I have to make this a shorter one, I think. So there's that. All right, so we got a Volcarona squad here. It looks like he's running Mega Absol, which is fun to see. Landorus looking pretty good for him as a lead, so I'll go ahead and lead Rotom-wash. Yeah, Rotom-wash looking pretty good for him. So story of this game is to try to pressure him with hazards and stuff. He leads Fini, which is very good for me, actually. Yeah, we'll see here. This might be a pretty interesting early game. So he sends out Landorus immediately. I think that he knows that Pump's coming. I'm just going to go for Volt Switch here. Yeah, perfect. So we get this in on Ferrothorn. So I think we're pretty safe just to go into Medicham right here. If he has Protect, so be it. Actually, no. Let me think about this. Ice Punch might be the better play. Not knowing the Landorus set kind of hurts, but... Okay, perfect. So he goes Fini instead. So I think we knock out Fini with whatever plus whatever. Got the calculator here. Let's take a look. Oh, we got Medicham handy, boy. All right, Tapu Fini. Let's see what's offensive. Not Zen Headbutt. So yeah, it looks like it does enough. Just punch here, as he does do the safe thing, go into this. I still want to know the set on this thing. If he's Flyinium, that's definitely a problem. As he goes for the gravity, interesting. I'll go straight into Fini right here, which still is able to check this, I think, pretty nicely. He deals a lot of damage off, which makes me think this is like some sort of definitely offensive variant. Let me actually check that. Let me calc that. As the cool kids say, Landorus. Okay, so it's still Jolly. It looks like so Jolly just 309. Yeah. Okay, interesting. So what does he want to do? Here's the question. From his point of view, I feel like it's pretty good to go into Ferrothorn. I'm just gonna HP Fire here. Because I don't think he wants this thing getting chipped down. Yeah, with Gravity still in play as well. I do have to be a little bit careful here. Landorus does, or Gravity does affect this thing as well. Let me think about it. I'm going to Surf here, actually. I think that's a better play. Because if he does go for Earthquake, then we get necessary chip off on this thing. If he goes into Ferrothorn, then that's okay. We get a little bit of Lefty's recovery back, plus we can just HP Fire the turn after. We can kind of push reset, per se. As I think he'll go for Hazards. I don't think he would attack me straight up, because he doesn't expect HP Fire. But I think this is the safer play, and this maybe the better one. Yeah. Definitely interesting. Kind of wish I'd stayed in with Medicham at that point, but it is what it is. Okay, so he just goes straight for the Sky Strike. Should knock me out. Yeah, it does. Which is actually a problem. Definitely a problem, especially with gravity up. But he can't take me out at this point, not with Earthquake. So I think I'm okay just to go for Ice Punch, I think. I actually didn't know that gravity affected high jump kick, which is interesting. So he does go into Fini. Let's see what he does here, actually. I'll Thunder Punch again. I think, yeah, the best thing to do in games like this is to be stubborn, I tend to find. So if you're stubborn, then, you know, opponents will kind of follow suit, per se. Okay, so I'm going to go straight into Garchomp right here. My designated check to this thing. I can't let him set up. Or if he does set up, I need to make sure that it's for free. Or he doesn't set up for free, I should say. I'm not sure. He might be Shattered Psyche, which is why I don't want to go Terrak. It might be Psychic, I should say. As he just goes for the Fire Blast. It does decent damage. He reveals himself to be Life Orb. I'm going to double out here into Rotom. As he does go Landorus. Yep. This is a difficult play, actually. I think Wisp is probably my best play, as he does go for the Gravity, which is good. So now we should be able to tank. I can just go for the Pump here. Go for the Pumper. The burn definitely does come into play, as we are able to take out Landorus. So good. Absol on the back is still pretty scary. Interesting that it hasn't come out yet, actually. It hasn't come into play, really. I'll go ahead and Wisp here, as he does just go for the Power Whip. This is an interesting play. I kind of debating whether, I think he'll try to get Hazards up here, so I will just Pain Split, as he does just opt to get his rocks up. Hazard control is kind of gone for him right here, so he's got to be careful, actually. I'll go for the switch here. I'm in a good spot, I think, because I think I'm in a spot where I can get rocks back up, and then he can't do too much about it, except for to just go into his own Volcarona immediately. So, I mean, his alternate option here is to just go hard. Well, he's got to go hard Volcarona right here, essentially. But I'm fine with that, because I can just get my rocks up, or not, actually. Interesting. So he can Pursuit Trap me here, but I don't really need this thing for anything else. So I'm just gonna try to U-turn. Actually, yeah, I'll try to U-turn. As he does just knock, take us out. Yep, no problem. No problem. I'll go ahead and I will go... Tarak actually can't beat this thing just yet. I'm gonna go Rotom here. And I think Volt Switch is the play. I could go Paint Split too, that's another option. Yeah, but I think this is maybe better, as he does just go for the knock. Kind of regretting that now, but it's okay. Okay, we definitely have this in range now where we can knock it out with Scarfchomp. Does Scarfchomp just win is another question that I have now. If he switches in Pharaoh Harden, maybe. Okay. This will at least force him out, and after one more round, I think Bullet Punch can knock it out, which is nice. So we will see here what he does. I don't think Sucker can knock me out just yet, so he does opt to go Ferrothorn, and it does look like it will do enough. Cool, cool, cool. Very nice, very nice, very nice. So he goes Tarak right here. I am very scared of this being maybe Scarf Tarak. Interesting plays need to be made here. Yeah, so what do we do? If this is Scarf Tarak, we actually kind of just lose, I think. Let me think about this, actually. Let's first sack off Rotom. That's the first step here. So he does just go for the CC. I think I need to go into my own Tarak here first. Yeah, and then try to just go for the close combat. We'll see if we speed tie. The fact that he's taking so long to wait on his move here makes me think that he's maybe not Scarf. Interesting. Also kind of an interesting team composition. Like, he didn't have great hazard control. He doesn't have something like Dougie to trap traditional Heat or Volcarona counters, so... Believe your eyes indeed. So my play here was that even if this was Scarf and he does outrun here, I could just go into Medi afterwards. And even if he's not, like, let's say in, okay, so it's looking like he is. Yeah, problem, definitely problem. So I don't think that, I should have gone into this to begin with, actually, that was a problem. That was a bad play on my part. Okay. I think Thunder Punch is my play here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so he just sacks this thing off. Cool. And what is the play? Especially if this is Life Orb. Regardless, I feel like my play is to go into Garchomp. Go into Chomper. So he does just do that once more. We are able to tank, which is very nice. Could go for the Earthquake right here. And then I think we should be able to eat one of whatever Tarak throws, even if he is scarfed. So we'll find out right here if he's Scarf or not. I think he has to go for Stone Edge or Earthquake. Yeah. But I think we should be good here. Exciting late game, right? Exciting. All comes down to this. Drum roll, please. Okay. The plot thickens further. As he does go for the EQ. I do not, let's calc this. Let me calc that. Medicham against a Scarf Tarak. Well, he's got Toxic on here. Okay, so it looks like it doesn't come close to knocking out here. I think we should do... it looks like Ice Punch into Bullet Punch, maybe? Yeah, that looks like it's the play. Okay, so I'm mostly going to do 93. Cool. Yeah, I don't want to risk high jump kick. So I think this is the play. So it's definitely Ice Punch into Bullet Punch, I think is safer, because that should be 100% chance of knocking out, if I'm thinking about this correctly. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we do just Ice Punch right here. Definitely does enough, and now we can BP for the win. Yep. Ooh. So we call it tight one, boys. So we're working our way back up here. Good solid 2 games right there. Can't get the GG back. Darn. Darn. Alright, let's try to queue up another one right here. It's two pretty darn good games right there. 2 pretty darn good games. Maybe one more on the docket. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Hopefully get to show off Tarak maybe a little bit more. Although, yeah, that last game, we got to see Tarak in action, but it was just his Tarak, so alas. So we got a Smeargle squad here, so this is pretty interesting. I'm gonna lead Tarak. I'm gonna see if I can just go ahead and sub up on this boy, on his Smeargle lead. And then if I can get to +2, we could be sitting pretty. Yeah, okay. I think I'm trying to see how it all come together in my head. Okay, so there's Thunderous, interestingly enough. I'm really interested to see what he does here, actually. This could be Scarf Thunderous, in which case, that's a problem. Although something tells me I think he'll switch hard out. This is hard. I don't know. I've never seen Thunderous Therian, actually. So I'm really kind of not at a loss of what this thing will do. I'll go Jirachi. Volt seems likely, or at least a hard switch out, but it's difficult to say. As he does Volt, yeah. I don't know if this is Scarf or not. Like I said, yeah, never see this mod. Okay, as he goes immediately into Volcarona. Goodness gracious. This guy ain't fooling around. I'll just go... Interestingly enough, this thing really doesn't do too much this game. Getting rocks up would be nice, but since he's got that Fini in the back pocket, there's that. I think the safer place to go for U-turn so I don't get sniped with HP Ice is you just go for Rare Fiery Dance. And we are able to reasonably eat that up, so that's nice. Also, with this, we can go into Tarak here, and we can just substitute up here. As he does go Ferrothorn right here. Cool, cool, cool. So we are able to get the SD up and take at least 1 Mon out, which should be very nice. So now we can just go ahead and go straight for our close combat right here. So he does switch out into Thunderous. Oh, I stand corrected. So I really do think that this is Scarf of some sort. I'll go hard Garchomp this time. Oh my goodness, he did not. Against +2 Tarak, he just, oh man. You know what, credit to him, credit to him. Alright, but this is okay though, I think, because I can still get my rocks up. Terrakion still remains a big problem for him to deal with, so. He does go Ferrothorn here. Go into Rotom here. So he does miss with the lead sheet, which kind of sucks for him. Yeah, I don't know here, actually. I'll still Wisp. Yeah, perfect. Okay, we get what we want. I was afraid of him going into, Fini, but looks like my concerns were unfounded. Good news is that, like, I want to be in a position where I can kind of force him to have to, force him to defog. Try to defog anyway, so I can try to punish that with Medicham. I don't know what the best play is here, actually. I'm guessing that that last move is some utility type thing. I think Medicham should be pretty safe here. There's a lot of things that he can do. Yeah, he does just Leech Seed. You know, even if he protects right here, I think the 50% is rather incidental almost, if that makes any sense. He's at the point now where he doesn't have a lot of sacks here, so yeah, he just sack off his Ferrothorn, which is great news for me. Ferrothorn was a big blockade to me winning here. So to be honest, I don't know what he can go into here. He's hurting. If he does go Fini and try to defog, obviously I want to try to punish that, just go for the Thunder Punch. Because his team kind of falls apart, yeah, here afterwards if he doesn't go for that right here. So I'll just Thunder Punch. Should be the best move, I think. I still can't believe that he sniped my Scarfchomp with whatever it was called. You know, kudos to him for that. That was impressive. Oh, man. Typically, I play very safe, too, but alas, couldn't do that with that. Alright, so what does he go into here is the next question. Volcarona is definitely a problem at this point. I can't let it set up, but I don't think he can set up on this thing. He does just go into this thing. He doesn't know that I have this. Very nice. Against Misty Terrain, yeah. So against this, we definitely just have to Thunder Punch. Can't let him set up for free. As he does just go for the Fiery Dance, no problem. To be honest, I don't know what he does here. I'll sub once. Actually, no. Let me think about this. Because if he goes into this, he can break with, like, Bullet Seed or something, right? So, I need to make sure I can OHKO it. So, well, I don't think I can. I think I just need to Continental Crush here. Yeah, I needed to do this. Yep. This is actually... No, this isn't such a bad thing, because if he goes into Smeargle, yeah, I just sub up on this thing, right? So, and I don't know what he can do about it. I think I win. Oof, as hair-raising as this was. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, baby. Good. So, yeah, nice 3 dubs. Nice 3 dubs in a row there. Cool. Kind of working our way up here. So, 27 minutes. Not bad. I can try one more game. Let's try one more game in here. Try to fit in one more for the solid 4-game live. It sounds pretty good. So we got an interesting semi-stall team here with Volcarona in the back. This team is unfortunately pretty weak to stall, but the play for me here is to lead Fini. So you lead Sableye. Here's what we do is we immediately go to Rack. Because he doesn't have Quagsire, things become a lot easier here for me. Let's see what he does. He just protects. So, I think I'm pretty safe to just, I kind of want to close combat once. No, I'm going to SD here. I think Toxapex would be the most logical switch in, so. So he goes Chansey of all things. This is fascinating. Can't I just get to... Because he can't hit me through the Misty Terrain. Huh, I'm going to SD again. And then I think I just kind of rip through his whole team. I think. Bueller? Okay, well there's Chansey gone. That's a big step. That's a big step forward. If he goes Skarmory, I'm actually going to sub in case he has counter. He could just Whirlwind me as well, but I think even at 45%, that's enough to deal with my boy Sableye. So he does just Whirlwind, which kind of sucks, but I still think that was the safer play, the right play to make there. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna go. Let's go Skarm right here. As he goes Tangrowth, fine by me. Okay, Tangrowth is definitely a problem. I assume he's gonna knock here. Yeah, definitely seems like the right play. Darn, I kind of wish I could have gotten a close combat off on that thing, and not taken myself down, but that's okay. I just kind of wish I had knock off myself, but it's neither here nor there. So, I think my play here, yeah, he just goes for the knockoff. My play here is to, expecting him to go back into Sableye, not wanting rocks up. Especially seeing leftovers, yeah. So he goes Volcarona, actually, which is pretty fascinating. I'll go back into Terrakion, though. And I'm actually going to, I still want to save the Rakium. I'm going to go back into Rotom here. Yeah, so he does go Scar and Perfect. We get exactly what we need to here. We can Volt here again. Yeah, so he goes Volcarona again. Again, interesting, very interesting. I'm gonna try to just hit a Stone Edge here. If I can just hit a Stone Edge, that'd be great. Because then the next time, then I can substitute, and I can try to set up, and blah, 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 blah. Okay, perfect. So we'll see here if he's lefties or not. He's not lefties, which is awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm going to go Fini right here. It looks like the play to me. Okay, as he does just Roost Up, that's fine. I'll just HP Fire here. I don't know what he's going to do here, actually, though. So he goes into Toxapex. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Can't do that. I shouldn't have let this happen. Now he gets a T-Spike up. Oh, goodness, if I let such a good matchup get away from me. Oh, wow, he actually doubles out there. Oh, this works out well for me. I can just Ice Punch here pretty much for free. Especially with 2 more turns of Misty Terrain up. So he goes Volcarona. Again, with the Misty Terrain, we are protected. Get some good damage off there, regardless. I kind of just want to... I can just Thunder Punch here. Pretty safely, actually. Especially with the Misty Terrain up, as aforementioned. Perfect, so... Is he just Roost? That's unfortunate. Oh boy. Didn't know Volcarona was that bulky. He does just go for the Wisp. The Wisp. Can't let Toxapex come in for free again. Definitely not. So you can go into Rotom here. At some point, I definitely need to get rocks up, but when that is difficult to gauge. So I have a good number of turns here where nothing has really happened. Go into Jirachi here. Just U-turn out again. I'm just scared of rocks coming up, like if he ever goes Sableye. He seems to be pretty content to go Volcarona, but this is still too scary for me. Too scary, too scary. I just realized that as long as I stick this thing in there, he should have to be kind of forced out every single time. So he does go back into Tangrowth. Okay. This is difficult, folks. Can go back into Jirachi. I'm gonna U-turn again. This is so hard. Yeah, I'm gonna U-turn again, as he does go Volcarona again, which means I should be able to get my rocks up next time. Yeah. Okay, so he goes Tangrowth once again. I think he might think I'm Scarfchomp or something. No, I was lefties, right? I'm just kidding. Okay, let's go for it here. God, he's taking a while. Oh, yes, I get my rocks up, phew! Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, so now I can really kind of pressure him with my Volt turn. So this thing's kind of done its job. I can just U-turn here. Okay, we're actually faster. I didn't know bulky Volcarona was that slow. Okay, Rotom should be pretty safe right here, and it means he can't really Volt, as he does just Roost up. Again, the goal is just to make sure... Actually, wait. Yeah, I gotta think about this. I don't want Medi getting burned, so I need to get Fini back in at some point. Does go Tangrowth right here. I'll go into Fini right here. These 5 turns are pretty important, actually. Go into Jirachi here. I'm thinking about going hard Medi, actually, too. Yeah, actually, let's go hard Medi. I don't see any reason why this should be a big problem, actually. He does just Giga Drain, it does a decent amount, but alas, not a huge deal. Volcarona cannot switch back in at this point, so that's good. And he's really going to have to work in order to prevent this from getting broken. So he's going to... Yeah, okay, so I think I can just win at this point. So I SD right here, that's the first step. And then as long as Rocky M can take out, should be good. Okay. Goes Toxapex right here. Perfect, just as I'd hoped. We'll just go for this. Okay, perfect. So Toxapex should go down here. Alrighty, perfect, perfect. Okay, so he's gotta go Scarm here, doesn't he? He's actually forced to defog as well. Yeah, so close combat is definitely the play. Oh, God, he's in a sticky situation right here, actually. Very sticky situation. Actually just Brave Birds, which does not take him out, but which basically puts me in a position where I can just Volt on this thing, and we should be good. All good. Good, 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 good. Because he can't save this thing at this point, because it goes down to rocks upon switch in, so that's cool. Very cool. So I got exactly what I need to out of Tarak, I think. He actually still switches out into Tangrowth, so I guess he wanted to keep that as a sack. Go Fini right here, and now I just need to play it safe, especially with whatever it's called, Medicham. Go Jirachi right here. Yeah. We do still have Scarfchomp on the back, so that's nice. So he does just go for the Giga Drain, kind of in desperation mode for him. Honestly, I feel like I can just kind of... I'm going to click Iron Head once, actually. Because he can't switch Volcarona in, can he? Yeah. He's in a bad spot here, right, so... Should I go one more time? He does go into Scarm. Oh, he sacks off Scarm right here, which is very nice. Okay. So we'll see what he does with this free turn, essentially, here. Yeah, the nice thing is that with Tangrowth being weakened, his options are somewhat limited. So I'll Iron Head once, and then I'll, yeah, cool. Now we can U-turn here. This AV Tang is definitely going to be a pain to try to bring down, but I'm up to the challenge. Okay, perfect. He goes Volcarona. Nice, 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 nice. Yes. So against this thing, we go Garchomp. Yes, and this guarantees us, I think, this thing being taken out. Yeah, as long as this Rock Slide connects. Because if he switches out, then Volcarona goes down and Pawn switch back in. Yes, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, cool, 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 cool. At this point, things become a lot easier. I think he'll go, he'd go for knock here. He goes for EQ instead. This is actually still a problem. Tangrowth is definitely still a problem. I'm going to U-turn here first just to get the Willow off on this thing. Although I do think that at this point, there's not a lot that he can do, because I can just Pain Split up on this thing continually. Okay, so we are able to get the burn off, which will help as well. So he just double knocks. Maybe expecting me to go back in. So I think he's definitely going to go for Giga Drain now. Cool. So we can go into Jirachi. He does just go for knock once more. Now I just click Iron Head a bunch. And then as soon as he goes Sableye, we can just U-turn out into Rotom. And again, I think with Pain Split we should be fine. We do get the one flinch that we need, which is really nice. Now we U-turn. Yeah. And we're looking pretty good here. Looking pretty good here. He does have to go Sableye right here. The question is what do I do against this thing now? So we can pressure this thing with Defog, or with Moonblast. Don't know if we can take out Tangrowth with 2, since it is AV. So he does protect this first turn. Yeah, so all of a sudden this turned into a much longer live. Let's see, when did this start? Oh boy, we're up to 42 minutes. Not bad, not bad. So he does go Tangrowth right here, takes that. Perfect, perfect. So now he has to go back into Sableye right here. Otherwise he just loses the game. And I think he loses regardless. The folly of his was that for some reason he didn't think my Jirachi had rocks. So when I finally got those rocks up, that was the end of everything, and that's gonna be GG. Just get that GG in right there. Just scooping him up. Can't even say GG back. Just gotta forfeit into submission. Alrighty, guys. Well, solid 4-game live right there. So yeah, we managed to go 4-0 that one. Pretty soon we're gonna be peaking out. Actually, once I get around the 1700s, wins become more difficult to come by. Very difficult to come by. It's interesting too because like with certain teams that I use, like I just sink down when I use them, and they're just using like better mons than this one. But for some reason, I just got that bond. I got the bond with this team, man. So yeah, so looks pretty darn good. So thank you guys all so much for watching. I guess I do have to do the obligatory shill. If you like what you saw, and if you've stayed this far, first of all, thank you. And if you like what you're seeing, do the thing that everybody else tells you to do when it comes to these lives and stuff like that. I love any kind of feedback, good or bad, or somewhere in between. Appreciate it all. So, and as a person that's just starting out, it's all recommended or appreciated. So thank you guys all so much for this. Much love, and until next time, see ya.